Here are the 5 things you need to know. The government support schemes have been extended. The furlough scheme will now run until the end of September. What this means is that you'll still receive 80% of your wages, but your employer will be asked to start paying towards it from the end of July. So they'll have to start paying 10%, and then that'll rise to 20% for August and September. Now for the self-employed, the Chancellor's announced that there'll be a 4th round of grants, and from February to April, you'll receive 80% of average trading profit. Now there'll also be a 5th grant, and he announced plans to help those who've been affected the most by the pandemic. An extra 600,000 newly self-employed people who'd previously been excluded from government support will actually now be able to claim. So it's good news for home buyers today. Rishi Sunak extended the stamp duty holiday by another 3 months to the end of June. So this means that no one will pay stamp duty up to £500,000. And from the end of June, it'll drop to £250,000 until October. Now, property website Rightmove has estimated that this means an additional 300,000 sales in England will benefit from tax savings, and they'll be able to save up to £1.75 billion. If you're saving towards a deposit, you'll be able to benefit from the new 95% mortgage schemes. Now, the government said it'll offer lenders a guarantee they need to be able to do this. So from next month, you'll be able to go to some of the country's largest banks, and they're expected to start offering them. So that includes Lloyds, NatWest, Santander, and HSBC. Now, there have been several changes to income tax rules. The £12,500 personal allowance for income tax and the £50,000 threshold for higher rates will rise in April as planned, but they'll then be frozen until 2026. So this freeze will affect all workers earning more than the personal allowance. So this means that you won't be able to benefit from the increased allowances that had been previously planned. Now, it's not such good news for wealthy pension savers. The Chancellor today froze the threshold for the pension's lifetime allowance. Now, this is a stealth tax that will place a limit on how much saving you can put into your pension pot tax-free. That limit is just over £1 million at the moment, and it'll be frozen at that rate until 2026. What this means is that pension savers will be able to save £76,000 less in tax-free money than they would have otherwise been able to. Alcohol duty will be frozen for a 2nd year in a row. So this should help pubs and restaurants that are starting to open over the next couple of months. And the cost of a tank of fuel will also stay at the same level as the duty's been frozen. This means that a 5p increase that had been planned won't be taking place anymore. It's the 10th year in a row that the duty's been frozen.